everybody. How's it going? We are Friday, I believe. Got a big day tomorrow. I'm continuing my series of my passions. I'm doing a post streaming live every day. Let's give it up for streaming live every day and my passions of health, wealth, and art. And today we're going to talk about my 3 favorite wellness warriors. These guys, I think, will one day go down in history as being there as stewards to move humanity beyond chronic disease. That's right. The end of chronic disease is here. And so let me introduce to you my favorite wellness warriors. Number 1, we have Dr. Wallach. I love Dr. Joel Wallach. He's a real man's man. He's got the longest running radio show called Dead Doctors Don't Lie, and if he's on the phone with you and he tells you to shut up, he's gonna say stop. This guy is no nonsense. He doesn't fool around, and he's on a mission from God, and I really love this guy, Dr. Joel Wallach. Then there's Dr. Glidden. Let's give it up for Dr. Glidden. One of the things about Dr. Glidden I like as well is he's also straightforward. He's got this book he wrote, The Emperor's the MD Emperor Has No Clothes, and in this book he lists 10 questions you should ask your oncologist before he starts doing any cancer treatments on you. And one of the questions is, the Journal of Oncology in like 2006 did a study and said that chemotherapy doesn't work 97% of the time. Why are you recommending this treatment for me? Come on. You have to love Dr. Glidden for expressing something so radical. And I drew these. I was worried back in the day about using copyrighted imagery, so I just drew these sketches of my favorite wellness heroes, and they're still got them there in my atelier in Paris. I go back in June, so I'll dig these sketches up. But the third wellness warrior I'd like to introduce you to is my man Benjamin Fuchs. Let's give it up for Ben. And what I love about why does that keep jumping like that? Here we go. There we go. Okay, so what I love about Ben is he has this tremendous amount of knowledge, and as he's talking to you, he'll take a Latin word that sounds really like scary, and he'll break down the Latin word to epidermis means this, so on and so forth, and so you get a really good understanding. And he's really super awesome at taking complex issues and breaking them down into bite-sized pieces that makes this whole functional nutritional movement and this wellness concept less scary. So let us give it up for my man Ben Fuchs. He's also active on LinkedIn. If I would recommend looking him up and following him, because every week or so he gives a talk on one of his favorite subjects, and they're always outstanding and informative. We'll be talking about Ben More, I hope, in the very near future. So I want to go here and talk. Okay, so let me set this up. All right, there we go. So I've said this before. We are just before the whole COVID thing happened. Big Pharma across the board posted in the fourth quarter of 2019 like huge double-digit losses. People are getting it. It's been about 100 years of failure, right? Big Pharma couldn't cure a side of beef, man. When it comes to, if you get shot in the chest or you get run over by a car, you don't need a vitamin, all right? You need MD-directed medicine, and that's where it excels. That's where it's incredible. That is where it's one of the most incredible scientific leaps in medicine that humanity has ever experienced. I mean, these guys, these doctors in an acute trauma situation can literally bring you back from the dead. All right? Without a doubt. In that arena, they're almost godlike, but when it comes to chronic disease, they fail miserably. Trying to use MD-directed medicine in a chronic disease setting is like calling the fire department to fill a glass of water, right? They break in the door, bring in the hose. You're against the wall, beaten and battered by this high-pressure hose. Your glass is full. They achieved the goal, but you don't call the fire department to fill a glass of water, all right? So I want to turn you on to this little 1-minute snippet with Dr. Glidden. Let's take a listen.
Going to get everything we need from food just because food. If we can assume that we're not going to get everything we need from food just because foods are,
or you have to supplement.
Oops, sorry. Let's start that again.
If we can assume that we're not going to get everything we need from food just because foods are going to differ, in terms of plants anyway, what's the best way to get what we need? Do we need to supplement?
It's mandatory. Supplementation is mandatory. If every woman in the United States, if every girl in the United States took one 200 microgram supplement of selenium, which is a mineral like calcium, and it's cheaper than dirt, by the way, because it's made from dirt, right? Selenium supplementation, one selenium supplement, 200 micrograms a day would eliminate the occurrence of breast cancer in one generation by 82%. 82%. And we had to sue the Food and Drug Administration to be able to give this information out publicly and not be thrown in jail. You need to ask yourself why. Selenium is one of the...
All right. Did you hear what that man just said? He just said, if you supplement with 200 micrograms of selenium every day, your incidence of breast cancer, if you're a woman, will decrease by 82%. And what he didn't mention is also your risk of prostate cancer will reduce by 60%. And we can say that because this guy right here talking about heroes, all right? This guy right here, Dr. Wallach, went to federal court and sued the FDA. He sued the FDA, brought a couple of U-Hauls filled with documentation, and said it's a scientific fact that selenium reduces the incidence of breast cancer and prostate cancer. We know this to be a fact, sued the FDA, and because of this man, we can make that statement about selenium. All right? Now, if we had a bottle of water and said, hey, I'm selling this bottle of water, it cures dehydration. See, you can't use the word cure. If you says, my water cures dehydration, men with guns will come down, break down your door, throw you on the ground, handcuff you, put you in jail, and then seize all of your bottles of water and charge you with practicing medicine without a license. Right. Not very cool. But because of Dr. Wallach, and because he sued the FDA not one, but I think 7 times, we can now say that selenium, 200 micrograms of selenium, can reduce breast cancer by what was it? 82%. Breast cancer by 82%, and prostate cancer by 60%. All right. So that was Dr. Glidden. Let's give him a round of applause. Oops, sorry. There we go. And just to add this before we go, where is it? Oh, yeah. All right, here we go. This is April 10th, 2024. Early onset cancer, faster biological aging may be driving rates in young adults. All right. Now I'm going to put some laughs in there. Wait, where's my laughs? And be like, that's not funny. Well, when you come from a functional nutritional background, I've been studying functional nutrition for almost 10 years. You understand that the soil is depleted of nutrients. Okay, the building blocks, the 2x4s, the plywood, the 16 penny nails, all the things that we need to make a human being, they're gone. They're not in the soil anymore. So they're talking about faster biological aging. Excuse me. There is no more nutrients in the soil. Okay, your house will age faster than normal if there was no Home Depot for you to do home improvements. Your car would age faster if there were no repair shops to do automotive improvements. And if there are no nutrients that are coming into your body that your body can use to rebuild, you will age faster too, and cancer will be just one of the many things that will visit you on your aging journey. Recent studies show that the incidence of early onset cancer diagnosed in adults under 50 is increasing. Yes, because there's no nutrients in the soil. It's like we're at the age of the great stupid, you know. Scientists are not completely sure what's causing. Really? When are scientists sure about anything? All right. And then what else does it say? Researchers from Washington University School of Medicine suggest accelerated biological aging is driving the early onset of cancers. Yeah, whatever, man. Whatever. Make sure you don't supplement. Make sure you take whatever new vaccine comes out for early onset aging. But once you understand the simple truth behind the way the body works, magical things can happen. Because it's my belief that we're at the dawn of a new golden age. Chronic disease is on its way out. And these health heroes these health heroes like Dr. Wallach, Dr. Glidden, and pharmacist Ben Fuchs, I believe, will go down in history as some of the greatest, most courageous men of our time. Let's give it up for these gentlemen. All right. So that's it for this segment. How long are we? Yeah, 16. I seem to go about 15, 16 minutes. Trying to make it shorter, but I just can't seem to shut up. All right. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. All right. Au revoir.